Alright, what's up, disgusting, vile little baby trolls? We got episode 7 of Fact or Fiction, and we have two different individuals we're going to cover for the very first time. We got DSP as always, and then we have a DSP superfan that I've already covered many times, and as usual, I saved the best one for last. So without wasting any more time, let's go ahead and jump into scenario number 1. Alright, first up, we have a gentleman that some of you may be familiar with. He was recently featured on Mediker's live stream the other day, and he has been around for a while. Now, I never really followed him, but I had heard his name pop up occasionally. And once I found this clip channel, I was watching it all the time. I get a kick out of the dumb things he does and says, and then add in his detractors, and it's just entertaining to watch. Now, a couple of months ago, he was live streaming, and he likes to smoke and drink and do a bunch of other shit. But hey, he's a grown man, he can do whatever the fuck he wants. But that also leads into our question here. Did Mersh try to Minecraft himself live on stream on purpose? Fact or fiction?
It's fiction. It's fiction. We made it up. We made this one up. It's a made-up tale. It's a total fabrication.
Chaos versus a crime of, like, moral turpitude. Anti-deception says he did it. It fucking work. All right, he needs to be stopped. Whoa.
And I was tempted to record my reaction live, but I was embarrassed by how loud I was laughing, and I sounded like DSP. I was acting and making all kinds of noises. Oh my god, that's legitimately one of the funniest things I've ever seen. It sounded like his body was making all those noises, trying to get his heart pumping again, but it was just the chair squeaking. And then all the zoom ins and edits. I can't recommend that channel enough. It'll be down in the description. Go check it out. But he actually had another stroke like a month after that, and he just doesn't seem to care. Apparently, that's just natural when you hit that age. So I guess I got something to look forward to in my older years, even though I may or may not be similar in age to him, but that's absolutely none of your concern. Why don't you mind your own damn business before I have to put my hoof down and start banning some people? And speaking of putting the hoof down, that leads perfectly into scenario number 2. So I was rewatching To Catch a Paid Pig Part 19 the other day, and a clip popped up where DSP was playing probably his favorite game of all time. And once you see the clip, you'll understand why I say that. But Phil was talking about how he used to be in much better shape and how he could move around a lot easier. This led to a pay pig asking Phil if he used to be any good at the game Dance Dance Revolution back in the day. Now, I'm sure most of you have seen him dancing before, but do you think Phil Burnell claimed he was really good at DDR back in the day? Fact or fiction?
You were correct. It's fact. It happened. This one took place.
A similar story occurred in the state of New Jersey about 20 years ago.
That's probably off. Yep. Still higher than before. I had only 250. I got 310. That's how good was I at DDR. I was actually really good at DDR at one point in my life. Seriously, when I weighed a lot less, I was really good at DDR. That was also back before my back issues, of course. Oh, I fucked that up way big time, man.
He just says anything and he expects people to believe it. And the fucked up part is, a lot of his audience does believe him. I could probably put together a 10-hour video of him just lying, and I'd still have enough left to make a part 2. But just in case you've never seen the Fuhrer dancing, I decided to go ahead and play a clip of him just bouncing around while I'm talking. And does this look like a guy that was good at Dance Dance Revolution, or does it look like a toddler trying to escape his mother's womb? What the fuck are you doing? He looks like a robot, but yes, Phil, yes. You were really good at DDR back in the day. Unbelievable. Now for scenario number 3, we're going to take a trip up to Casper, Wyoming, and we're going to check in with KingCobraJFS. And much like Mersh, I know a little bit about Cobra, but I haven't followed him closely. I've seen a couple of documentaries, and every once in a while, someone in the Discord will post a link to his live stream, and I'll check it out. And it's usually just him making some nasty-ass food or drink combo, or him passed out drunk. Meanwhile, the stream has like 1,000 viewers. But somebody recommended this scenario to me, and once I looked into it, I was like, yeah, we can definitely use this. Now, one night, Cobra was enjoying some adult beverages, and he had a little bit too much to drink. He was also making some vague threats to, do something to himself, and this was cause for concern. Now, the question we're asking here, did King Cobra call the cops and get himself arrested? Fact or fiction?
It's an urban legend that never happened. No way. We got you. Not a chance. Not this time. It never happened.
The following is a Cheyenne Police Department police report. On 12/23/2022 at 17:55 hours, I was dispatched to 534 Vandehel Avenue in reference to an impaired person. Upon my arrival, I contacted the reporting party, Clint Saunders, who was standing outside of his vehicle, which was parked under the awning at the fuel pumps. Clint stated his 31-year-old son, Joshua Saunders, is intoxicated and causing a disturbance. Clint stated Josh consumed an entire bottle of hard alcohol in the vehicle. Clint also stated Josh made several statements. Clint stated he no longer felt safe living with Josh for the rest of the night, especially while Josh is intoxicated. Clint added Josh was autistic, schizophrenic, and highly regarded. I then contacted Josh, who was sitting in the rear passenger side seat of Clint's vehicle. I observed a strong odor of alcohol coming from Josh during my contact with him. I also observed Josh's eyes, which were bloodshot, watery, and extremely lethargic. Josh's speech was slurred and slow. However, Josh stated he does not have any desire to harm himself or anyone else several times. Josh admitted to drinking alcohol, but denied having made any statements earlier in the day. I explained to Clint and Josh I believed it was best for Josh that I transport him to the ARC so that he can detox from the alcohol he had consumed. Clint agreed to this plan, and we were inevitably able to have Josh agree to go to the ARC as well. Dispatch advised me that the ARC was having an issue with the heating in their building and would not be accepting new intakes at this time. At this point in the contact, Clint had departed from the scene. I advised Josh that the ARC would no longer be an option for him during this incident. I explained to Josh that he could admit himself into the hospital in order to have his mental health and alcohol consumption evaluated. I also explained to Josh that if he did not want to admit in to the hospital, he could stay the night at the Comia shelter. Josh was adamantly not willing to accept either of these options, despite my efforts to convince him it was better than being outside in the below 0-degree weather. I then told Josh he could admit himself into the hospital, or I would place him under arrest for public intoxication. Josh continued to refuse to go to the hospital. I placed Josh under arrest for public intoxication. I then placed Josh into handcuffs using standard cuffing procedures. I transported Josh to Laramie County Detention Facility and booked him in under the charge of public intoxication. I later contacted Clint by telephone and advised him that his son, Josh, was not located at the ARC, and that Josh was booked in at Laramie County Detention Facility.
What an act of betrayal. Now, his dad didn't do it on purpose, but imagine getting your own son arrested. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm petty as fuck. If my dad did that to me, I'd set him up and get him arrested back. But it's just another ridiculous situation that only seems to happen to this small handful of people. But I guess that's why we watch him so much. It also leads me to question how this dude lives and functions by himself. Every time I watch him, he's always screaming in his apartment. And I'm like, do the neighbors just not say anything? He's always yelling and screaming and nobody seems to say anything. I just don't get it. I mean, if any of us that are watching lived in that complex, I'd assume you beat the fuck out of him just like I would. But nothing ever seems to happen. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on to the last scenario, and we have an absolute classic here. So I had to think about how to set this one up, because there's so much to go over and break down. But one of DSP's biggest pay pigs likes to get attention and make the streams all about himself. He likes hearing DSP say his name and talk about him, but he also likes to get attention from detractors. And I'm to blame for this as well, because he came searching for me in Dark Dave Mirrors one night, and I started asking him questions because I was curious. And next thing you know, he was spilling his guts to me and telling me everything. Now, I'm not the only detractor he talked to, but once the Fuhrer caught wind of it, he wasn't very happy. And this led to a very chill and relaxing night stream, which also leads to our question. Did Onlyicedcoffee publicly admit on DSP streams that he was talking to detractors? Fact or fiction?
Our research found a published report of a similar story.
Yes, it was.
A similar story happened to a young man in the Pacific Northwest about 20 years ago.
All right, so apparently Onlyicedcoffee is saying he has talked to detractors before. He hasn't confirmed that this interview is real, but he says he has talked to the detractors before. All right, so Onlyicedcoffee, allow me to ask you publicly, why would you do that? You do realize that any word you would say to them would be immediately used for drama purposes. Seriously, like anything you say is always absolutely positively twisted for something negative, something dramatic, something bad. I think you're well aware of this, actually, which is what's kind of baffling to me, that you would still talk to them and waste your time and just cause problems for everybody, right? Because you know that's exactly what happens, right? Like, I mean, this is common sense talk here, that the moment you waste time on them is, you know, here comes a million fucking stories about it. Here comes things that this meant this and this meant that and this meant this. Personally, I haven't heard anything these guys are talking about or saying that is you or not. I can't even say, oh, this is you, this isn't, because I don't know. I haven't heard it. I don't care. I don't want to pay attention to it. But why on earth, right, would you be doing that? Do you not understand that that's just a pain in everyone's ass? No, really. Like, not only my ass, but everyone who watches these streams, these idiots come on here and talk that, you know, oh, did you see there was an interview? Did you see that this happened? You see that loud? No one cares. Seriously, we're here to sit here and enjoy ourselves and have a good time, right? That's what my streams are about. That's what they've always been about. We're not here for any of this bullshit on the outside. And let's be very honest and transparent up front here. Onlyicedcoffee used to be a very huge supporter of this stream, right? Back when I was on Twitch in particular, he used to gift a ridiculous amount of subs. He would tip, he would contribute in many different ways. Then he was a moderator for me for a while, and that helped out a ton, okay? But so much drama got wrapped up with Onlyicedcoffee that it became such a hassle. Every day was something talking about him, oh, this and that and this and that. It's like, Jesus, man, like, I just want to fucking come to stream and say, it's time for gaming, it's time for fun, everyone, let's be chill. And every day you get these people coming in, saying all this stupid shit. It's like, dude, man, it gets to be so much. I just want to fucking unplug from this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? All I gotta say is this. This is for Onlyicedcoffee, for everyone else too. The best way to go about in life, all right, mind your own business and keep my name out of your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Why do I have to hear about, oh, someone was interviewed and there was drama here, this happened and there was drama there? I don't care. I don't want to hear about any of it. I just leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? Just leave it the fuck alone. Leave me alone. Let me have my chill streams in peace. You know, Onlyicedcoffee has not been around often. Every once in a while he comes by and chills on a stream and usually re-ups his membership. Okay? So, what the fuck does any of that other shit have to do with me? You know what I'm saying? Nothing. I know nothing about any of this. Really, I don't. I don't care. I want nothing to do with this bullshit. All right? And that's why, if you haven't noticed, when people come into the stream and they start blabbing about it, I say, that's against the rules. Goodbye. Boop. Get out of here. You know, I'm not dealing with it. I'm not dealing with the bullshit.
Right. Just like you did with Dentboxer the other day, huh? It's almost the exact same shit. He wants to talk down to his pay pigs and make sure they only praise him and give him money. But if he was a regular person, he would have banned him on the spot. Do you think he would allow any of his fans to openly talk to detractors? And yet, OIC is still there to this very day, despite him admitting in Phil's own fucking chat that he had interviews and conversations with multiple people. And in these interviews, He talked about doxing some of Phil's fans and mods, but no, DSP's just there to have a chill, relaxing stream, and he doesn't put up with the drama. Unless you're a pay pig, then you can do whatever you want and get away with it. And just for fun, let's finish off that rant, because he's gonna sit there and blatantly lie some more.
I just want to have a chill time playing games, period. So cut this shit out. Just stop. Seriously, anyone. People just need to stop involving themselves with bullshit. If you have a rational brain cell, cut the shit. Why would you be involved with... he literally just said, Onlyicedcoffee just said, yeah, I've talked to them before. Why? Stop. Fucking stop it. Seriously. I just don't know. And this is the thing now. Kevin's like, well, did this happen? Did it happen? I don't know, Kevin. I don't pay. I'm telling you. I'm being as transparent with you as possible. I pay no attention to any of it. Really. I pay no attention to any of that shit. I just stream games. That's all I do. How did such a crazy, obsessed, immature, insane community of people come together outside of my streams to create this drama around it? There's no drama here. I'm sitting here playing Skyrim, having a good time talking with you guys. Where's the drama? Oh, well, this guy said this on a podcast over here, and this guy said this over here, and this guy leaked this over here. Fuck off. No one cares about any of you. You're the most insignificant fucking people to be trying to drag us down into your drama bullshit. Seriously. So, I'm publicly saying it to Onlyicedcoffee. Cut the shit. Don't involve yourself with any of their bullshit. Any of it. The moment you say a word to anyone, oh, here's an email that I had, here's a fucking conversation, you've already fucked up. You've already made a huge mistake. All you've done is made pain and suffering and drama for everyone around you on the internet, and no one deserves that, right? What the fuck did we ever do to be dragged into this vortex of horse shit? Just fucking stop it. And you know what? If that means moving on and not involving yourself with my streams ever again, then don't. If you can't control yourself, then don't. Go. It's okay. You can go on and you have drama elsewhere and don't involve me with it. Seriously. Just get the fuck out of here. And this is not for just Onlyicedcoffee. This is for everybody. If you can't not be dramatic and not try to drag people down into your shit, then leave. No one wants you. We just want to chill. We literally just want to sit here and relax and play Skyrim. That's it. I don't want to have people coming in here and talking shit and trying to derail and saying dumb. No one cares. Literally, no one with a brain cares about this. Okay? Enough is enough. I'm putting my foot down now. I don't care about that shit. If I see it again, I'm going to start just saying bye-bye. Bye-bye. Ban everyone. I just don't care anymore. I don't care about who said what where, who posted where, what leaked where, suck my dick. I don't care. I just want to play games. Enough is enough. I'm putting my foot down. Okay?
The hoof has been put down. Unfortunately, he had gout that day, so he couldn't really put it down that hard. But the obvious question is, then why don't you ban him? Guys, I'm being as transparent as possible. I pay no attention to any of it. I just stream games. That's what I do. Kind of like you don't copyright strike people and then lie about it for years, despite the fact that you showed the proof yourself. How long did he let King Tut go on doing whatever he wanted? How long has he let Dentboxer do it for? How long has OIC been doing this? What about Vidar and Frenolith? Snow Carl, PW Dubs? And those are just off the top of my head. I could go on and on. I also like how he can't understand how all this drama and crazy people happen around him. Well, number one, you need to look in the fucking mirror because that's where it all starts. And number two, you accept so much money from the same small handful of people that you have no choice but to put up with their shit, even if it negatively affects some of his fans, which he doesn't give a shit about. Just keep those wallets open, baby. And the most hilarious thing he said there was, if people are there for the drama, to leave, and that the rest of his audience just wants to chill and have a good time. Is that why you were at $9 that entire time, Phil? If OIC and the rest of these dumb fucks left, you'd be at $25 every single stream, begging even harder than you do now. You need the drama. You need the detractors. Because without all this, you're just a guy with 200,000 subscribers on YouTube. But without drama, you can barely pull 200 people a stream. Then where's all the fucking money gonna come from? Do you think GameTrekker can support you forever? And by the way, I'm about this close to uncovering something about GameTrekker. It's gonna make Chicken Man and Phil Smokes Crack look like child's play. So stay tuned for that, because it's almost done. And I told you we were gonna end with the classic. Alright, that's it for episode 7. I still got a lot of stuff written down, so we won't be stopping anytime soon. I'll just be working on other videos at the same time. I am curious if y'all like seeing other people in these, or if y'all think I should just stick to DSP. But anyways, that's it for now. I will talk to y'all in a couple of days. I appreciate y'all sticking with me. And DSP, from the bottom of my heart, I fucking hate you too. Let's fucking go.
Both his back, which he basically has, remember my back issue, my herniated disc? Well, he has at least 2, if not 3, in the same situation that I had. So he's really fucked up right now and can barely move around. He's been like this for about 2 years now. And now he's starting to have other health problems. He's starting to have heart problems, okay? So it's a bad situation. It's really bad. And the thing is, my parents are basically telling me, listen, we don't know what's going to happen. We could be around for many more years, or one of us could see a really bad turn for the worse. And that's it, okay? You may have wondered where my parents been, because if you remember when I first moved out here in 2014, they immediately visited me for Christmas of 2014, and then they visited me again in the summer of 2016, remember? And you might be saying, well, what the hell now? It's been like 2.5 years. We've heard nothing about Phil's parents. Well, the bottom line is they're not doing very well at all, okay? And immediately you get a dickhead like ITG Jake. I'm going to read it because I've had enough and he's permanently banned now. Do you want us to give you money to see your parents? Fuck you, Jake. How about that? Fuck you. No, because you don't wait 5 seconds to let me finish what I'm saying. Now, not only are you permanently banned, but now we all get to laugh at you publicly for being an insensitive piece of fucking shit when I'm bearing my heart to the fucking stream. Go fuck yourself. No, I'm not asking anyone for money to go to Connecticut to see my parents. In fact, it's the actual complete polar opposite situation, okay?